Couple days back, I was driving across the country, trying to find a good Wheat Thins restaurant, and I was listening to that song "I Had Some Help" by Post Malone. That's the one he did that was like his first big country single. And I kind of realized how terrible of a song that is. It's a song about a guy who just got broken up with, and his girlfriend's, going around town and talking about how, oh, he did all this stuff to me. But he's going, no, no, no. You did all that stuff too. That's weirdly enough not the only hit country song I've heard that has that plot either. It's not gonna age well remotely, but Johnny Cash did a whole album where like he pretended to be Native American, and it was pretty good from what I've heard. So, but yeah, he's saying, I may be bad, but you're also bad. Which is a dumb thing to write a song about. I know what you are, but what am I is not a cool topic to write a song about, especially as a country singer. Like, I feel like you'd want to look less like a dork than just going like, well, you did it too, nuh-uh. But I feel like the way this song could work would be if it would be like an anti-In Spite of Ourselves, like Post Malone and a random like female country singer, preferably Casey Musgraves, because she knows how to do that. They just go back and forth about like, oh, well, you did this thing, but you did this thing. And then by the end, you're like, well, they both suck. I feel like that would just be a lot more interesting. One, because you could dodge all the misogyny allegations. And two, because it's a full portrait of a relationship now. But instead, we got Morgan Wallen on here being like, yeah, don't talk to my boy like that. Don't talk to my boy. He didn't do nothing wrong. That's not actually what he said. You seen that video of Morgan Wallen flipping the piano, by the way? My favorite part about that isn't that he like flips a piano. It's just how like limply he does it. Like he's just having sound check problems, and then he's just like, oh, well, I guess I gotta flip the piano now. And then so he just goes like, Like there's anger behind it, but it's the type of anger that's like bored. And I think that's really funny. It's kind of crazy Morgan Wallen's been able to kind of market himself to both sides, where it's like one side he's able to just tell them like, well, he said some racist things. And then to the other side, he's like, well, he might not be racist anymore. Like he hasn't explicitly been to like a Klan rally since he said the N-word that one time. So he's just allowed to get a free pass, I guess. Oh yeah, also the chorus of this song, when he goes like, teamwork makes the dream work. Terrible, terrible. I get what he's trying to say, but like, that's one of those things that should just never be in a song ever. Like imagine having like some real gruff and tumble down home guy going like, it's not about the journey, it's about the destination.
So yeah, I got the quote wrong. So what? I hate you.
Post Malone should really be a lot better at country than he is, honestly. Because like the more I think about him, the more I'm just like, what are you doing, man? Like, you should be killing this. You have, like, the perfect voice for it, and he just can't do it. I think, honestly, maybe his biggest problem is that he can't really get away from the fact that he seems more like just like a Buffalo Wild Wings frat boy who kind of poses as a country guy. Is it the face tattoos? Because I kind of feel like maybe the face tattoos are what makes me, like, not believe him a little bit. I don't believe Jelly Roll either as a country singer. Jelly Roll made 2 albums with a guy named Lil White. A part of me wonders if Post Malone even likes country or if he just stopped doing rap because his dreads smelled too bad. Like he just couldn't keep going without his dreads. Like he just couldn't imagine doing it without his dreads, but he was also like, guys, they really stink. I try showering and it's like, it does nothing. And then he's asked like, well, do you try showering outside of like a lake? And then he goes like, shut up. That's my personal theory, honestly. I think pretty much everyone, like every white guy with dreadlocks showers in lakes. Like I think they just go to like a public pool and then kind of just use whatever's there. They don't bring soap. It's just kind of you use what's around you, and then, it's like foraging. And, maybe Morgan Wallen is bisexual. I think that's something we're going to have to come to terms with at a certain point in time. But I think at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Post Malone's also one of those guys who only dates Asian women. That's funny to me. I wouldn't have expected that. I thought he would have had like a whites-only policy or something like that. But no, he's like a Asian fetishist. Crazy. And for the record, that's not good. You shouldn't do that.